say to you guys, you don't have to lean over into the mic, just speak and we'll project.
All right. Is everybody good? We're joined to my right by head coach Bill Clark, and then followed by him is Tevin Cruz, number 23, and Andre Wilson to the right. We'll start it off with an opening statement by you, Coach, and then questions for student athletes and Coach.
Yeah, obviously this is a tough way to go out for these guys. I know they're hurting right now. It's tough to come in after a tough game. And, give Ohio credit. They played very well, and, they ran the ball on us. And I think we just had some time. We just had chances to get off the field, and we didn't. Had some good stops, and they did what they do. They ran their quarterback. They broke tackles. We probably didn't fit the run. Maybe our depth up front showed up a little bit, but give them credit. Boy, they made plays and ran the ball well. Obviously, this is about their average, and so we knew we were going to have our work cut out for us. Offensively, gosh, to move the ball, pretty well for the most part of the game, and then get down in the red zone and not be able to capitalize. Probably had too many drops, and started running the ball a little bit there at the end. Probably could have ran the ball a little bit better. Just disappointed how many times we got down the red zone and didn't get touchdowns. But once again, give them credit. They made plays, and this wasn't our day today. I think this will be one. It's not going to take away anything from what this group has done. Historic year. They have set the bar very high for UAB teams to come. And we've got to do a good job now of going out and recruiting and taking the next steps to build depth and be the program we want to be. But the guy to my right was a huge part of that, and I'm so proud of him and that group of seniors, and just hate that they go out like this, but it's just a big honor to get to be in this game, and now we know, kind of what we got to do from here.
All right, we'll open up to questions.
Yes, Coach, just what do you say to your players after this?
It's tough. Anytime you put as much in as we do, you practice as hard as these guys have, and that's the chance you take when you go put yourself out there every week. And this game's not for the timid or the weak. And when it's really important to you, it's going to hurt if it doesn't go the way you want it to. So one, I just want them to know we love them, we care about them. I expect them to hurt. That's what happens when you really care. And now we know we got something to build on. We know what this thing looks like. And I think for us, just what our team's got to do, we just got to continue to get bigger and stronger. As we play against some of these big teams and hold up, and, maybe at the end of the year our depth probably showed up a little bit with some guys, not here. But just really proud of them, really proud. Know they're hurting, but just really proud of what a year they've had. It's not going to diminish it one iota at all.
No excuses, but I guess just the fact that there wasn't a scoreboard. So the clock you were looking at there was off the ESPN feed, maybe caused some confusion there at the end of the first half.
Yeah, I think we were trying to, I don't know if we got the exact time, but like I said, we were close all day, and close is not good enough, we moved the ball and then we'd have a drop. We'd have a drop in the end zone or a sack or a knockdown ball. So, if we're going to throw the ball in those situations, they took our running game away well. And so, we knew we would have to be able to throw the ball. We got to throw and catch it. So, that probably factored a little bit right there before half.
It hurts a lot that I can go out with a victory, but I'm just blessed to be able to be a part of a great team, coached by a very good coach, great coach, a role model, and the only thing I can look back at now and say I wish those guys the best of luck for the years to come, and I know they're going to be great. Actually, it's meant everything. UAB's given me everything I've ever had, a degree, about to have another degree. It changed me from a little boy into a grown man, and so it's been everything to me. So I gave it everything that I had.
Yeah, I think he epitomizes this whole group. This whole senior class that believed in us when there was really nothing to believe in. And, when I kept telling them there would be facilities and this and that, and they believed, and just the fight. I mean, we found ways to win all year, and that's why I don't want this game to diminish what these guys have done. This really this whole group, and I'm not going to let it. So, you know, they've set a high standard, you know, for our next group to come, and just good to be proud of this guy. And I told them when they get back, now we got to go find these guys jobs. So that's our next job, and the rest of us got to get back to work and get ready for next year. But just couldn't be more proud of the whole group.
Coach, yesterday you talked about that sometimes you can get emotional tonight pre-game. Did you find yourself at one moment today that, you know, maybe you got a little emotional, especially with your team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it was just, and that was a little bit of my worry, that this was such a big deal for us to get here. And I didn't see that any, but I mean, I think we all have a little bit of, you know, thank God we made it. And, but you know, just, there were times even in the game where I knew this was going to be the last time with these guys, and it hits you, you know, and it'll hit them when they're done. You know, they've kind of been in survival mode with practice and school and all those things, so it'll hit them now. But it definitely hits me that the good, you know, what a good group we're losing.
So UAB had the most fans here. I did the count myself. So just talk about how you're going to go back home and tell this program and the fans and anybody that supported you guys up to this point, stick with this. This is a part of the game. We're back. At least we did this season, and let's look forward to what's to come. How will you do that?
No, you said it exactly. I mean, when you play the game, you're going to have some losses. You're going to, you know, and we know we're going against a really good team, and that's part of it, you know. So what we don't do, we don't go in and make excuses. We just, this is what happened in this game. We've had a great year, and now we got to go get better and get ready for the next year. So you just hate that you won't get to play with these guys again. That's the worst part. But no, I think everybody, and you saw our fans stand up and cheer for these guys. They know what these guys have done, and everywhere I went and ran into our fans, they thanked me and were appreciative. And I promise you, we wanted to win for them and for us as bad as anybody. So just them showing up like they did was just great.
One more question about the game. So mentally, how were you guys really affected in the first half with all of the penalties that were being called?
If it's left up to me, we don't worry about that too often. You know, we can control, and sometimes the ball falls in your court, and sometimes it don't. And today it didn't. So, what the great thing about it is, you get to rest, you get to go back to the drawing boards, you get to go recruit more athletes, and you get to start all over. You know, like Coach said, this is a starting point. You know, this is our first season back. We got to thank the city of Birmingham. We had numbers, it's an illusion in that matter because we are the best fans in the nation. Marched day and night for us to be here and gave millions of dollars for us to be here. So we're just thankful, you know. But next year, I don't think the plan will be to come here and wherever bowl we end up in and lose. And I'm going to say that, go out on a limb and say this. Coach Clark's going to have those guys ready, and whoever they play next year is going to feel every bit of it.
Andre, nobody on the outside really believed in this team coming into the season. What does it say about you guys that you still won 8 games and made it to a great bowl? What does it say about the team?
You got it.
It says a lot, you know, Coach Clark, you know, just about doing the little details. He preached to us all year about just doing little details right and just believing in him, you know, and that's what we did. So, and that's how we got here, you know.
Coach, how will this experience, I mean, this is only UAB's second time to ever play in a bowl game. How do you feel like this experience will help you guys next year? Because everything was obviously so new for you guys.
You know, I think when you get to the point, and I can go back to my experience, you know, in playoff games, and I still remember making the playoffs the first time and guys being satisfied, you know, and you don't see it, you know, it's really sometimes it takes those losses that you go back to and you're reminded what that felt like. And, you know, and I think, you know, I heard Coach Solich for them talking about their losses at the end of the season. you know, that sticks with you. And, you know, usually you play your best game sometimes after that loss, and we'll use this down the road from now on as a marker for what it looks like. And there just really is, you know, there is no relaxing. I don't really think we did. I mean, I think our guys, you know, they worked hard, they prepared, but I think that will be the next step for us, that it's not going to be good enough just to be here.
Time for one more. All right, thank you guys.
All right.